Okay, so if you're trying to grow your business, you already know you need to be making videos. But what if the entire way we think about making videos is, well, just wrong? Today, we're going to have a little showdown. The old school Hollywood-style studio versus a brand new contender, the Micro Video Lab. Let's figure out which one is actually right for you. I mean, let's just be real for a second. In this market, showing up with a grainy, poorly lit video is basically the same as showing up to a big client meeting in your pajamas. It just doesn't work. If you want to be taken seriously, if you want to actually grow, high-quality video isn't a bonus anymore. It's the price of admission.
Right? But that leads to the big, frustrating question. If we all know video is this important, why does it feel so impossibly hard to get it right? Why does it feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill every single time you even think about hitting that record button?
Well, that feeling, that frustration, it usually comes down to these four things. First, you've got no dedicated space, right? So the dog's barking, there's a weird echo, it's a mess. Then you look at the gear, and a pro setup can easily cost you 10 grand or more. And even if you get the gear, you waste hours just setting it all up, only to then get buried under this mountain of complicated editing software. It's just a vicious cycle.
So let's talk about what most people think of first, a traditional film studio. This is what I call the old way. It's an approach that was literally built for Hollywood movies, which, as we're about to see, makes it a pretty terrible tool for a business that needs to move fast. It really all boils down to scale. A traditional studio is designed for huge crews of people and multi-million-dollar budgets. It's this massive machine built for projects that take months or even years. For an entrepreneur who needs to get content out this week, it's like trying to use a giant sledgehammer to hang a small picture frame. It's just complete overkill. It's the wrong tool for the job.
But what if there was a tool that was actually designed for the job you need to do? Well, that brings us to the new way. This is the Voxel Micro Video Lab, and it's a totally different philosophy, one that's purpose-built for the speed and agility that modern creators actually need.
And this chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? When you look at every key thing that matters, scale, speed, ease, focus, it's a complete shift. Instead of this huge production suite, you get a streamlined lab. Instead of spending weeks in post-production, it's basically live to tape. Forget complex setup, this is turnkey. And maybe most importantly, the focus changes from making a movie to creating the micro-content that actually gets you clients. So let's dig into what all that really means.
Okay, first up is this idea of a micro footprint. Now, this isn't just about being in a smaller room. It's about being in a smarter room. Think about it. What good is your amazing message if it's wrecked by a horrible echo or you can hear a truck backing up outside? A micro footprint means this is an intimate, controlled space engineered for one purpose: to give you perfectly clear audio and distraction-free video every single time.
I love this quote because it just nails it. You get that perfect, clean sound of a professional recording booth, but you combine it with the incredible visual quality of a high-end TV set. It's literally the best of both worlds, all designed for maximum impact.
All right, next up, let's talk about the single biggest headache for most creators: speed. And the difference in workflow here is, well, it's staggering. In the traditional way, finishing the shoot is just the starting pistol for a long, painful marathon of editing. With a microlab, the finish line is right there when you stop recording. You literally walk out the door with content that's pretty much ready to go. And the magic behind that speed is something we call micro turnaround. The whole system is built around a live-to-tape idea. You can think of it like a high-tech express lane for your content. You're not just creating raw footage that needs weeks of work. You're creating a nearly finished product in real time. So just how simple is it, honestly? It's these 3 steps. You walk in, you hit record, you walk out. That's it. That's the whole process. You can just forget about that hour of wrestling with cables and checking light meters and all that stuff. All those technical headaches, they're just gone.
And the reason it's that simple is because the 2 hardest parts of making a video, getting the lighting right and getting the audio right, are already done for you. They're dialed in. The professional, flattering lighting is set, the broadcast quality microphone is optimized. All that technical stuff that trips everybody up, it's solved before you even get there.
And finally, let's talk about focus. A traditional studio is built to create a 2-hour movie for the giant cinema screen. But a microlab, it's built for the screen that's in everybody's pocket, all day long. It's specifically designed for the formats that actually move the needle for a business today: video podcasts, Instagram Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, that's exactly what we mean by micro-content focused. The entire lab, from the cameras to the lighting, is optimized for both that 9:16 vertical video that just dominates social media and the classic 16:9 horizontal format for things like YouTube. It's a studio built for the world we're actually marketing in right now.
So you put all this together, what does it actually mean for your business? It means you have found your content fast lane. It's a straight shot from having an idea in your head to having a polished, professional video that actually wins you clients, all without the usual cost and frustration.
So just how efficient are we talking? Let's put a number on it. 1. That's how many afternoons it takes to record an entire month's worth of awesome social media content. Just think about that for a second. 1 session. For any business owner struggling to stay consistent, that is an absolute game changer.
You know, when it comes down to it, you're not just renting a room with a camera in it. You're getting a strategic partner for your business. It's kind of like having your very own professional content department on demand, ready to go whenever you are, right here in the South Bay.
So this all brings us back to the most important question. Now that you see the difference, the old frustrating way versus this new streamlined way, are you ready to stop struggling with video? Are you ready to finally start using it as the powerful tool it's supposed to be to go out and win more clients?